Hey everyone, Benson, Performance Capability. Hope you're doing well. So let me ask you this question. What if fear wasn't a stop sign, but it was literally a compass? What if the very thing that you've been avoiding is the exact thing that's meant to guide you forward? You know, neuroscience proves it. Discomfort literally rewires your brain, building new connections, unlocking, new opportunities and new strength. Think about it. Every breakthrough you've ever had came as a result of after the fear, not before it. So let me ask you, what would your life look like if you started treating discomfort as literally your GPS to greatness? What opportunities would suddenly open if you followed the very signals that you've been ignoring? And here's the real thing, here's the real test. Are you willing to let discomfort, not comfort, be the navigator of your destiny? Or will you keep letting fear hold the map to your future? Let's understand this a bit more in this message. Let's run the intro.
Hold your breath.
So let me ask you this question. Why does your brain fight you when you try to change? Why does discomfort feel like danger even when you're safe? And what if the very resistance you're feeling is the proof that you're actually evolving and growing? Listen, growth isn't complicated. It's uncomfortable, it's messy, and it's supposed to be that way. You're not broken, you're human. Your brain is wired for survival, not success. Cognitive science shows us that the moment life feels uncertain, your prediction machinery flips on, screaming danger. Even if the risk isn't real, that's why change feels like fear, even when it's the exact path forward. But here's the breakthrough. When you understand the science and you learn how to work with it, not against it, you take back control. You step into change with power, certainty, and ultimate clarity. See, here's the problem. Your brain's number one job is to keep you alive, not to make you thrive. It craves safety, survival, predictability, and routine. Cognitive science shows that when you step into uncertainty, the brain's prediction machinery in the prefrontal cortex kicks into high gear, and the amygdala literally floods you with alarms. That's why launching a business, speaking on stage, or asking for more in life feels so threatening. Your brain is literally treating growth as danger. This survival instinct makes you hesitate, procrastinate, and shrink back. But here's the truth. Comfort is the enemy. Discomfort is the key. If you only listen to your survival wiring, you'll spend your life protecting what you already have instead of creating what you could become. The very resistance you feel is not a stop sign. It's proof your brain is stretching, rewiring, and preparing for your next level. See, imagine this example. Think about this. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, only happens under stress. Just like muscles only grow by tearing, your brain only grows when it's stretched, when it's put into that situation. Studies prove time and time again that what scientists call desirable difficulties, the struggle, the confusion, the challenge, this creates deeper learning and a stronger memory. The frustration that you feel when you're learning something new, that's your neurons sweating, pruning the old and building the new, upgrading your operating system literally in real time. And history gives us a powerful example of this. In 1848, a railroad worker named Phineas Gage survived an accident where an iron rod shot through his skull, destroying much of his frontal lobe. By all accounts, he should not have survived, let alone functioned. At first, his personality and behavior changed dramatically, but over time, his brain adapted. Through the power of neuroplasticity, Gage regained function and rebuilt aspects of his entire life. His case literally shocked science and proved that even when the brain is massively disrupted, it can rewire itself and find new pathways. See, if the brain can recover from that kind of trauma, imagine what it could do when deliberately pushed into a controlled discomfort situation. See, discomfort is mental weightlifting. Without resistance, there's no strength. Every time you feel resistance, it's your brain doing push-ups. See, cognitive scientists compare this to weightlifting for your working memory. Strain today equals strength tomorrow. Just like no athlete ever got stronger lifting nothing. You'll never grow if you're avoiding the reps. And here's the deeper truth. Just as muscles rebuild stronger after micro tears, your neural circuits fire, struggle, and then rewire together in new ways after discomfort. Every rep of resistance lays down a stronger pathway. So the pain you feel isn't the sign of weakness, it's literally the biology of your strength being rebuilt. See, here's the thing, your brain wants comfort, but your soul craves growth. And you can't serve both. Comfort is prediction and routine. Growth is error, adaptation, new patterns. You have to choose. The question is, will you let your biology hold you back, or will you train it to push you forward? Whenever you want a desired outcome that's beyond your current experience, your brain will do everything it can to hold you back. That's the key that you have to remember. It will manufacture problems, it will invent reasons and whisper doubts because that's what the prediction system is designed to do. First, you have to recognize that this resistance is happening. Second, you have to consciously build a new identity for yourself around any new habit or behavior or desired result that you're pursuing. Without a new identity, your old wiring will always pull you back to safety. So let me give you this as an example. Imagine someone trying to become a runner after years of inactivity. At first, the brain floods them with excuses. You don't have the time. You'll injure yourself. You're not built for this. But once they begin to identify as a runner, buying the shoes, showing up daily, and seeing themselves through that lens, the excuses lose their power. They lose their grip. The brain adjusts to the new identity. It rewires the habit. That's the science of transformation in action. So here's a few questions for you that I want you to consider. Where is your brain tricking you into staying safe when growth is calling you forward? Second, what new discomfort could you reframe as brain training instead of failure? Third, what would happen if you treated discomfort as undeniable proof that your brain is literally evolving? And what past struggle can you now see as the moment your mind was rewiring for ultimate strength? So here's my challenge to you today. The next time that your brain screams danger when you try something new, don't retreat. Step forward, push forward. Recognize what's happening. Your brain is building new pathways. Growth literally is uncomfortable by design. That discomfort is not the problem, it's the process. Remember, every time you feel disorientated, every time you feel resistance, your brain is in the gym, lifting the weights of transformation. Don't run from it, train with it. That's how you create unstoppable momentum. 3 last things to consider. Number 1, comfort kills progress. The easier the path, the weaker the growth. Neuroscience shows that comfort keeps the brain's prediction systems dormant. While discomfort activates learning and rewiring, if you stay only in comfort, you stall adaptation. If you embrace resistance, you literally ignite growth. Discomfort is data. Every struggle is feedback that your brain is rewiring. Cognitive science shows that efforts and struggle activate the cortex, the part of the brain that detects conflict and signals adaptation. That's why every moment of struggle isn't wasted. It's literally the evidence that learning and transformation are happening beneath the surface. The difficulty is literally the classroom. The further you go into the unknown, the more mastery you gain. Cognitive science confirms this. Struggling with new material activates deeper encoding in the hippocampus, making the lessons stick. Just like no one learns mastery by repeating what they already know, your brain requires difficulty to consolidate true skills and wisdom. So here are 3 action points. Number 1, pick one discomfort. Choose a task or situation where you've been avoiding and step into it today. Tell yourself this: my brain is training for growth. Track the reps. Write down every moment you leaned into discomfort this week so you can see your mental muscles strengthening in real time. All right, this is Benson for Performance Capability. I hope you got some value out of this message today. I challenge you to do what we've talked about in this video, and until next time, follow the 7 stars. I'll see you soon.